Welcome. Good morning. We have again Andrew Work, Editor-in-Chief of Harbour Times.
That's right, and here I am with Vincent Wong, the founder of Hong Kong Solutions on Wheels.
Thank you. And just to remind you, we will be taking a Christmas to New Year break.
Yep.
And so this is the last 3 episodes of this year.
Of 2015.
So next time is Thursday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got Thursday, we got Friday, but we're getting in the Christmas spirit. And you know what I'm reminded of?
Yeah.
Years ago, when there were big problems in Ethiopia, it started with the British, and then the Canadians, and then the Americans all got together, all the musicians, and raised some money through song.
Oh yes.
Right, and they had, there was a whole series. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? It was the British one.
Yeah.
The Canadian one was fantastic. But here in Hong Kong, when we look to the parts of the world that seem to have the most trouble, thinking of refugees and refugees fleeing different places. Today in council, we've got Ip Kwok Kim playing the public security card. We must strengthen our walls, strengthen our defenses.
All right.
In other places, there seems to be a debate, and everybody's all for better security.
Yeah.
He's concerned about the 10,000 people, what we call that are being processed with non-refoulement claims, which means
Non-refoulement claims.
Non-refoulement. Non-refoulement is the idea that you don't take somebody who's a genuine refugee being persecuted and send them back to the place where they're being persecuted. Yeah. So there's apparently 10,000 outstanding cases in the backlog.
Yeah.
And the message is all cracked down. Because there's all these, and so Ip Kwok Kim was concerned that we need to step up surveillance at the airports and, guard our borders.
Yeah, because a lot of these claims are actually not
legitimate.
And they claim
yes.
They're under political prosecutions, but in the end, after investigations, it's because of economic hardships.
Yeah.
But not all of them.
No, and of course,
you see?
The illegitimate ones block up the system and cause more hardship for the legitimate claimants, which is a real problem. Yeah. But the one thing I think is missing, and this is where I'm bringing it back to this whole Christmas spirit, and when there was a problem in Ethiopia, people pulled together, and, we have this whole Syrian refugee problem, and from time to time, you do hear the tighten our borders, crack down, type things. But I can't think of a single politician in Hong Kong who said, do you think we should maybe take some of these refugees in from Syria? Is there something we can do to help? Nobody in the political spectrum has said anything like that. And there seems to be a little bit of, I don't know why, we don't seem to have that impulse in Hong Kong at the political level. There's a lot of it going on in the private sector with people organizing individual charities and events to raise money, to support, but I don't see anybody in our political class saying, could we be doing good in the world?
It's all inward looking. Here is a possible answer for your questions. I think if you take a world view to accept more refugees, a lot of
not even one for Hong Kong.
Yeah, a lot of our legislators,
for the Syrian thing.
A lot of our legislators would worry that would trigger some unpleasant memories of their voters. And in particular,
the
taking in refugees,
the Vietnamese boat people,
Vietnamese, or even some legislators would link that with taking more mainland immigrants.
Yeah.
You see, once you talk about a more open door, then all sort of issues would be flooding in.
But I think,
I don't think our legislators have that
level of moral courage.
Yeah, because next year
they got their elections coming up.
Yeah. And this is quite unfortunate for a metropolitan.
Yes.
For an international city.
As wealthy as Hong Kong and successful as Hong Kong.
This is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, and I mean, it's funny because some people say, oh, well, that's more of a national issue. The national government should deal with it. But I'm looking like Vancouver. The city of Vancouver is building a refugee welcome center. So basically a place where people can come in, they can get on their feet, and then put them out in the community.
You are going to an area that I really hate.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the Hong Kong people, when they want to talk about global issues, if it is about bringing in benefits to Hong Kong, then they will advertise.
They're all for it.
Yeah, Hong Kong is a global city. We should have this, we should have that. But when you're talking about international responsibilities, then they will say, no, it's a national issue. Yeah,
I'm afraid there is something to that.
This is really bad. I mean, not only the refugees issues. I mean, talk about global warming. I mean, Hong Kong would say, oh, this is national policy. It's none of our business.
Yeah.
I mean, they would never, or even the officials, the government officials,
Yeah.
they won't go beyond.
And I wrote about exactly that last week.
They won't go beyond.
Yeah, and there's no community initiative. Like I wrote about last week was in Germany. People like don't even wait for the government. They just go do things. But here on that issue, you don't see anything. So, yes, we want to get kind of all the benefits of being a global city, but there's no sense of us having a responsible role to play in a global system. So
yeah, we have to.
Maybe we're too obsessed with our own issues, our own problems. But it's Christmas time.
Well, yeah, we have the global appetite, but we don't have the global mind.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So maybe this Christmas time, maybe, between you and I, we can put a little call out there. Maybe a couple of people start thinking, where people need help in the world, maybe there's something more Hong Kong can do. And like I said, I think our private sector does tons of it.
Oh, yeah.
Tons of it. I'm involved in so many charity events out of the private sector that help out, everything from Africa to, really, it's amazing. But doesn't seem to
we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
And trying to put a little bit of Christmas spirit in the show this week.
Good work, Andrew.
All right, I'll be looking out for you on your amazing website, HKSW, which of course I follow.
On Facebook and YouTube, and also, of course, Harbour Times. Search for it with a U in YouTube and Facebook.
Sure, get on our Twitter feed. I'll be on it even while we're on holiday.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Good, Andrew.
Sure, Merry Christmas.